Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pick Their Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we are going to be creating some flexibility through our forearms and our calves. So getting nice and specific today. Find a little bit of space to move. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. All right, so make your way into a nice, comfortable, seated position. And we're just going to start to warm things up a little bit by taking a few wrist circles. So just move your wrists in one direction a few times and then move them in the other direction. If it feels right to just close your eyes, let your eyes close. And I want you to start to connect with your breath. You can even wiggle your fingers around a little bit. And you can switch directions with those wrist circles as well, as many times as you'd like. So just take this time. We're not moving too much just yet, and let go of your day. Take some nice big inhales and exhales. And just kind of starting to warm up the hands and the fingers and the wrists. Nice work, you guys. All right, so if you'd like to open your eyes, you can. We'll move into our forearms now. You're just going to extend your right arm out in front, palm facing forwards, and then just gently encourage those fingertips down towards the floor. So be nice and gentle here. This is our first stretch for the forearm and the wrist as well, bonus. So be gentle, creating some length through the arm, relaxing the shoulders, continuing to feel your breath. Awesome work. So we're just going to switch sides gently. Bend the elbow, relax if you'd like, and then that left arm can reach forward, palm facing the front, and then gently encourage the fingertips down towards the floor a little bit. They do not have to point straight down. Just go as far as you need to. Feel a stretch through that forearm. Awesome job, you guys. Letting that go nice and slow, bending the elbows. Let's take a few more wrist circles. Maybe wiggling the fingers at the same time. Nice job. So we're going to move on to our hands and our knees next. Tabletop position. So not worrying about too much about the hands just yet. We're going to be on our hands and our knees though. I want you balanced, and then you're just going to extend your right leg behind you, tuck those toes under, push the ball of your foot into the mat, and then encourage your heel to the back wall. So you might get a calf stretch right away. You might need to rock forwards and backwards a little bit, but again, first calf stretch, so be gentle. Don't worry about going crazy far just yet. And then let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. Start to slide your knee back into your tabletop. At any time you need to take the weight out of your hands, feel free to take a break from those wrists holding you up. But that left leg is going to extend behind, pushing the heel to the back wall. Tuck those toes under. The ball of the foot's on the mat. And then just settle in. Opening up through that calf and wherever else you might feel this. If you needed a little extra, you could rock forwards and backwards a bit. Nice work, you guys. So take one more breath in. And then exhale, slowly slide your knee back in. Reset your tabletop. Remember, you can take a break. Do some more wrist circles, a little wrist massage whenever you need it. We're going to move back into the forearm. So take the fingers and point them out to the sides of your mat. Staying here, or maybe trying to get the fingers to point straight towards the knees. So you can go as far as you can go. Anywhere between the fingers pointing out to the sides and pointing towards your knees. And then just gently bringing the palms towards the mat. While we stretch our forearms, we often get to stretch the wrists as well. So again, a little added bonus of today's class. So being nice and gentle here. Just relaxing through your shoulders. In the back of your neck. Awesome work. So slowly, let's start to take the weight out of the hands. We'll take a counter stretch. You can sit on your heels and just bend your wrist in the opposite direction, fingers pointing towards the mat, or you could actually use the ground, bringing the top of your hand down, just bending that wrist in the opposite direction for a little counter stretch. Doing one hand at a time. You can switch. If you're doing both, stay for another moment. Awesome job. So feel free to shake that out a little bit. Maybe give yourself a little wrist massage. We're going to come back onto our hands and our knees though. So option one, you guys, we did this one already. We're going back to the calves. So you can extend the leg behind and do this one again, trying to touch the heel to the back wall. Or if you want to take this one further, that right foot's going to come forwards into a lunge. And we're going to send that knee really far past the big toe so that the heel lifts off the mat. And then just take your chest and try to rest it on your front knee. So the more body weight you put on your knee, your front leg, the more you're going to feel that stretch to your calf through the back of that ankle. And your hands are just lightly resting on the ground here to keep you balanced. So if this one works for you, it's a good one. It can be a really good one. So play with it till you find that really nice stretch. The heel is lifted. And as you think about dropping it towards the mat, that should hopefully take you a little further into the stretch. And if this one is too much or doesn't feel good on the knee, you can just extend your right leg back behind you like we did before. Nice work, you guys. All right, let's slowly push back out of this one. We'll switch sides. So just bring your knee back in, tabletop. If you need to shake out the ankle or do whatever, shake it out. Take your time as we switch sides. That left foot's coming forward or extending behind you if you took the first variation. But let the knee come really far past that big toe. Let the heel lift up and then try to rest your chest, your body weight. Use some gravity here to pull your chest down and pull your heel down and just feel that nice calf and ankle stretch. Nice work, you guys. So slowly, let's start to push back. Let's meet in tabletop on the hands and on the knees, shaking it out in any way that feels good for you or just coming straight to tabletop. So, you guys, we're going to build a little bit with our forearm stretch. So that tabletop variation, again, option one is just to stay on the hands and the knees. Maybe turning the fingers out to the sides, maybe coming or bringing the fingertips to point towards the knees. So that's option one, okay? So being that being having the knees on the ground. So we're going to try to take a little bit more weight, only if you want to, only if your wrists are comfortable with this. No wrist pain today, but you could extend one leg out behind and maybe add a little rock forwards and backwards. And then if you did bring one leg out, let's switch sides. Just extend that other leg out behind. Nice work, you guys. All right, bringing that knee back in, slowly turning those fingertips back to face the front. Take your counter stretch, top of the hands either to the mat or just sitting on the heels and doing it yourself. Switching sides if you're doing one hand. Nice work, you guys. So give those wrists a nice massage. Give those wrists a nice massage. We are moving into a downward facing dog. So if your wrists have had enough, you can do dolphin on your forearms. But we are trying to get into our calves for this downward facing dog. So either bring your hands to the mat or your forearms and just lift your hips up. So we're just going to walk our feet together. Don't worry too much about your upper body, but just try to let your head relax a little bit. And then we're going to take that left foot and just gently cross it behind or rest it on top of the right ankle. And you're just going to gently encourage your right heel towards the mat. And you can actually lift it up and lower it back down, or you can keep pushing it down. But just a few breaths here, different three-legged dog today. Trying to get a stretch through that calf. And then let's take that left foot and bring it next to the right one. Take a break if you need to take a break, or find your forearms, vice versa. If you're on your forearms, maybe you come up onto your hands. But crossing the right foot behind the left, and then maybe lifting the heel and lowering it down. Maybe just think about lowering it, whatever feels good, whatever works best for you. While we're here, yes, you're getting the added bonus of creating some strength through your shoulders while stretching the calf. Nice work, you guys. Let's uncross those feet. Bring our knees all the way down to the mat. Sit on your heels for a second. Shake it out. Give your wrists a massage, whatever you might need. Maybe you just want to sit for a moment, relaxing through your shoulders. Awesome work. All right, this one's a little different. Some of you have done this with me before. Some of you have not. So we're going to make a fist with our right hand. Our left hand doesn't matter. Just bring your thumb to the outside of your fingers. Make a nice tight fist. And then we're going to bring the top of the hand to the mat. So you're going to bring the top of your hand down. So bend that elbow almost like you want to lay your forearm down. You can actually do that to start. And then take your opposite hand and grab onto your fist. Make it, or help keeping that fist nice and tight. So hang on to that wrist, that fist. And then you're just going to start to lift the forearm up and try and straighten the arm. So keeping that fist nice and tight. You might have to go to almost having a completely straight arm to feel this one through your forearm. You might have your elbow really bent and feel that. So it's all about keeping that fist nice and tight and the top of your hand just gently pushing into the mat. Nice job, you guys. Feeling a stretch through your hand, your forearm. Nice work. Okay, so let's stay just a little longer in this, keeping that fist nice and tight. And we're all going to bend the elbow a lot and try to rest your forearm on your mat as close as you can get it. And then one more time, try and straighten the arm. Nice work. Okay, slowly, let's start to relax, let go, let your fist release, shake it out, whatever you need. Take a little wrist massage if you want. And let's switch sides. So make a fist with your other hand. Thumb is on the outside of those fingers. Top of your hand coming down to your mat. So you can try and rest that forearm down. Nice bent elbow. Grabbing onto your fist with your opposite hand to keep it nice and tight. And then just start to lift the elbow. Find some length in the arm. This side feels a little bit tighter than my other one. But feels good. So let's be gentle. Just find what works for you. If you've got a nice big bend in your elbow and you already feel it, that's great. You stay there. Don't worry about straightening your arm all the way. So slowly, let's bring that forearm down if you've got a fairly straight arm. Just a little break here and then bring it back up. Round 2. Nice work. So this one kind of stretches the top of the forearm. A lot of the other ones stretch the inside of that forearm. I really like this one. Awesome work, you guys. So slowly starting to relax, to let it go. Shake it out. Give yourself a nice little massage, We're going to come back onto our hands and our knees, tabletop. So whenever you are ready, once again, we're going to come into a downward facing dog. If you'd rather be on your forearms, be on your forearms. But we want to get into our calves again. So thinking about those heels, just walk your feet together. You can do the first option where we just cross that right foot right over top of that left ankle. Or you could try to lift the foot up nice and high for a three-legged dog. So let's think about that left heel. Don't worry about whether you've got a bend in your knee or a straight leg. Think about dropping the heel towards the mat. Maybe pulse it a little bit. Lift the heel and then lower it. Maybe even the toes want to lift as you drop your heel. Maybe not. Nice, you guys. Just one more breath here on this side, and then slowly let's bring that right foot down next to the left, reset, and then start to cross the left foot behind the right or lift it up a little higher for a three-legged dog. And then think about that heel. You can lift it and lower it. You can just lower it as much as you like. Maybe trying to lift the toes off the mat. That takes things nice and far into that calf, I think. Feels pretty good, so it might work for you, might not. Awesome work. Let's take one more breath here. Beautiful. Lower that left foot down. Slowly bring your knees all the way to the mat. Sit on your heels. Maybe take child's pose. Take a break. If you need to do, yet again, another wrist massage, I encourage it. I definitely encourage it. Awesome work, you guys. Okay, last one for our forearms. We're coming back. We're starting in our tabletop. Fingers either coming out to the sides, staying here, or turning the fingers to point to the knees if you've got it. This time, what happens when we extend one leg back and then the other? So this isn't going to be for everybody. I know that. Stay on your knees if you're getting enough. If you have strong wrists and forearms, you can try this plank. Awesome work, you guys. So I know this one is a lot. It's not for everybody. Start to bring your knees down. If you did come for that weird plank, give yourself a nice wrist massage. Shake it out. Whatever you need. We are done. We are done. If you want that counter stretch, we can take the top of the hands to the mat. Gently, gently push the hands down. Awesome job, you guys. All right, take all the weight out of the hands. Come find a nice, comfortable seat. Bring your hands, placing them on your knees. If it feels right, I kind of want to do a few more wrist circles. If you're with me, you can join me. But just close your eyes, take a moment here. Start to deepen your breath just a little bit more. Taking these last few moments of class today just to let go of everything that's on your mind. Feeling your breath. And nothing else matters. You can start to bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take one more nice big inhale and exhale. Awesome practice today, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.